Postpartum depression affects hundreds of thousands of women each year, and the impacts can be very dangerous for both the mother and the child. Now, for the first time in Oklahoma, there is a new FDA-approved medication to treat it. When Jessica Adams' second child, London, was born last December, it should have been a time of joy and celebration. But it was anything but.
I started having these thoughts. I'm probably about two months postpartum, about like smothering her with the pillow, maybe drowning her in the bathtub.
As horrific as that sounds, Jessica is now able to openly, honestly, and courageously share her story in hopes of helping other young mothers who are afraid to tell anyone, even loved ones, that they are consumed with dark thoughts following childbirth.
I mean, I could just be sitting there and just start crying. And then I started having a lot of thoughts, like when she would start crying. And I didn't tell anybody right away because I didn't want people to look at me like I was crazy, like, oh, she needs to be admitted.
Brittany Bryce, her best friend since the third grade, knew something was wrong. Jess's mother and twin sister noticed too and acted.
They really just ran with it and said, Jess, we've got to get you some help. And making that first phone call for her was pretty critical because it took that responsibility away from her.
At first, help was a 20-milligram prescription of Lexapro, a strong antidepressant. It helped, but those thoughts didn't go away. And then her doctor told her about something new.
Zulresso is a new IV infusion medication that's just hit the market for postpartum depression.
Dr. Mark Blubaugh is an emergency physician at the Tulsa ER and Hospital, one of only 2 facilities in our state that have been fully certified to offer this cutting-edge hormonal treatment.
We've only done 1 infusion so far, but after that infusion, that patient was night and day different. She felt like a new person. You could see the smile on her face. She was laughing. Even her husband commented that, you know, this is not who I'm used to. This is the wife that I married.
I have got the Zulresso for you. We will be slowly ramping it up. It's going to be a 60-hour infusion.
Jessica received her one-time infusion in Houston, Texas several months ago, but she agreed to reenact the process. And you heard correctly. The Zulresso medication is administered continuously for 2.5 days.
What we know about women after delivery, their estrogen and progesterone levels drop suddenly after delivery. Okay. And that is one contributing factor to the depression that they feel. Now, there's also situational factors, you know, the stress of having a new baby, the sleep deprivation, the physical and emotional toll that it takes on these women.
Zulresso improves how GABA receptors respond to chemical neurotransmitters in the brain. I know, it sounds and looks complicated, but what's easy to understand are the results. So after 60 hours of treatment, how do you feel now? What's your relationship with your daughter now?
I feel good about everything. I'm not as edgy. I'm more patient with her. I haven't had any thoughts. I do feel happier. Everyone says I look happier.
Zulresso is not a miracle cure. Jessica admits she's still working towards the relationship she wants with her precious baby girl. But it's getting better day by day.
When she cries, I'm more, I guess, loving with her. Like I'll pick her up and I don't rush to put her to sleep. I sit there and take the time to rock her and bounce her to sleep, and I don't get irritated when she wakes up in the middle of the night.
Postpartum depression is prevalent, affecting 400,000 women in the United States each year, but it's very difficult to predict. Moms may experience it during or after a pregnancy, and then have a perfectly normal birth experience the next time, or vice versa. So if you're a friend, husband, or parent, the key is vigilance.
It's just something that you just really have to pay close attention to. Being friends, family, things can present itself in different ways. So just really watching her and listening to what she's saying.
If you or someone you know might benefit from a Zulresso treatment, here's what you do.
So for Zulresso, you need to contact either your OBGYN or your licensed mental health professional. That's kind of gets the ball rolling. That's where they start. Second on that, a lot of people say, well, what if I don't have insurance or I'm underinsured? Zulresso also offers a package where they help with assistance on that. And then the hospitals such as ourselves, we partner with them sometimes to absorb the cost because nobody should go without their medicines.
Certainly not when you have a daughter as beautiful as this to love and take care of.
The only other facility in Oklahoma that currently offers this new treatment is the Oklahoma ER Hospital located on North Penn in Edmond.